You're watching WDEF News 12 This Morning with Rachel Oesch, meteorologist Brian Smith, and your time-saver traffic tracker with Sunny 92.3's James Howard.
And welcome back to WDEF News 12. This morning it is time for some free legal advice, and all you have to do is give us a call. The phone number is 756-1212. Again, 756-1212 is attorney Gary Massey joining us this morning. He is here to answer any questions that you may have. We're going to take that number, put it at the bottom left-hand side of your television screen. And in case you come up with a question, feel free to call us. Phone lines are open. Again, 756-1212. And as always, we appreciate it when you stop by.
Thanks for having me.
Now, of course, every morning we're talking about traffic here. We've talked about this before, but I think it's always kind of a friendly reminder that when you're in an accident, no matter the severity of that accident, fender bender, or even worse, what are those steps that you need to take to make sure that insurance gets the right information and so it doesn't come really to you? And what are some things that we can do?
Well, one of the first things you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure you give the police officer who's investigating the accident a clear and basic description of exactly what happened. You want to make sure that he understands where you were, where the other car was, and if there's anybody around, if anybody who saw the accident, try to make sure you get their name and number, because so many times people don't want to get involved, or they're standing there and they say, "Do you need me?" and the police officer says, "No, I don't need you." Well, you should get their name and number if they saw what happened, and then obviously keep records of everything. Try to get the other party's insurance information at the scene. Sometimes that can be difficult to get, and then if you need to go to the doctor soon.
Of course, one of the great things now is that take as many photographs as you can, because you got the cell phones, and why not? Great
point.
All
Especially
right.
Where the cars are on the road. If you can get it to show where they are when they stop, that's very helpful, not just the damage.
Okay. We're going to go to our callers now. Angela is our first one. Good morning to you, Angela.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. I have a quick question. Me and my husband bought a house back in 2007, and we bought it directly from the builder. And in February, we found a brick in our pipe. It was stopping up our plumbing, and it cost over $1,000 to fix that. Is that something we can sue on and get our money back?
Well, it possibly is. Usually you have 1 year from the date that you close on a house. You have a warranty that lasts 1 year, and if you don't find the defect within that time, it's usually too late. But if it's a hidden defect, if it's latent or something like that, then you might have trouble over $1,000. I would hope you would have talked to the builder when you found the brick and maybe let him fix it. A lot of times builders will work with you on that kind of thing. It's the kind of thing to investigate further. You might be able to, but it might be a long shot.
Our next phone caller is Robert. Good morning to you, Robert. I think we lost Robert, so we're going to move on to Roy. Once again, the phone number is 756-1212. Good morning to you, Roy.
Yes, I want to ask you a question on, say I'm married to a woman and she ran off and left me, and what can I do about that? I mean, she's got mental problems and I can't help her. What can I do? Do I need to get an attorney or what on that?
Did you say you were married?
Yes, I'm married to her for about a year, and she started running around and everything else, and took off and left me, and caused me a lot of problems. Do I need to get an attorney or what?
You'll probably be better off getting an attorney and filing for divorce if she's going around with other people. And you can have certain liability. She can, there's a possibility of her running up credit in your name, or you'd be liable for her medical bills and things like that. So you probably want to get at least a legal separation, if not a divorce. You can do that by yourself, but it's a lot easier and usually even cheaper to do it with an attorney. You usually get a better outcome as well. So that would be my advice.
Our next phone caller is Chuck. Good morning to you.
Gary, I filed a 13 in February of this year, and by the court you're ordered to pay so much into the court system, and I had a part-time job and I lost it, so I've been able to make payments, but not like the court ordered. Is there a chance of dismissal on that?
Yes, there is a chance of dismissal if you don't make the bankruptcy payments according to your plan that you had confirmed with the court. They have a right to dismiss your case. Usually they'll give you a chance to make up those payments if your income goes back up so that you're able to make what you were making before. There's also the possibility of modifying your plan to reflect your current income, but chances are you may have to give up property. If you're trying to save a house or trying to save a car, you don't have enough insurance to cover the secured payment, enough income to cover the secured payment on that. You're really between a rock and a hard place. You've either got to make up those payments or change something else so that the money you are able to pay into the plan will pay off according to the plan. You only have 5 years, and it decreases in income pose a lot of problems.
Joyce is joining us now. Good morning to you, Joyce.
Yes, there's a member took out a serious warrant on me. They came Thursday. Hamilton County Police came and locked me up. This is about the church, and I just had got the other warrant expunged, but the TBI didn't expunge that. I had to wait for that, they said. What the pastor did to me. Then a member said I've been stalking her for years.
Well, ma'am, I really think it may be time to find a different place to go to church.
All right, we're going to move on to Joe. Good morning to you, Joe. Hi, Joe, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, go for it.
It's about probate.
Okay.
If my mother died and left a will, I was the trustee. There's 4 of us in it. One that was in it went to a lawyer and didn't have the original will. They wrote me for the original will, and I didn't get a chance to answer it before they refused my sister. She went to another attorney, and this attorney went to the probate and had a judge name an administrator out of their law firm. Is that legal?
It is legal. You can go to the court and petition the court to appoint an administrator, and the court can do that. But you can now come back and file a new petition or a motion to substitute the administrator and to admit the will to probate. If you're appointed the trustee or the administrator of the estate, then the court could appoint you and replace the former trustee, the current administrator, with you. But you'd have to get the court to do that, and you have to do these things fairly quickly. You can't let a probate sit around for a long time.
So great questions coming in this morning, but unfortunately we are running out of time. We're going to put the information on the screen where it's attorney Gary Massey, located at Massey & Associates at 1024 Martin Luther King Boulevard. Call 697-4529 or look him up on the web at masseyattorneys.com. And there's a look at his website. You can also go online and submit your question as well. Hey, we appreciate you stopping by.
My pleasure.
All right, folks, we'll take a short break. We have a lot more to come here on WDEF News 12 this morning.